All right, what is up, peoples? We are doing some WWE 2K22. We're going to be going into My Universe mode. We're going to be finishing some of the IWA stuff that we've started. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before I do that, let me make sure that my Twitch and everything is coming through with the camera that I've got on currently. It may not be, but let me check my beautiful Twitch account here, as you guys see, and we'll see if we're dangling out there and doing good stuff. Let me turn my volume down. There I am. Hey peeps, I got you. I got me. I got everything going. So my activity is going to be right here on the Twitch. Whenever you guys are chatting with me, I'm going to be looking back and forth over my phone just to make sure that we've got everything. If you notice, I got my Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver hoodie on tonight as we go forward and try to get this game running and trying to make sure that we're doing some good stuff. So let me load my chat back up for you guys because for some reason it walked away from me. But here we are. We've got our chat loaded, and as it comes up and as it goes through, I'll be chatting with you guys and getting everything set up and ready to go. Let me plug my phone up so it doesn't die before we start. Bam, bam, whizlo, fajizlo, my peoples. Excuse me. So, hope you guys are having a wonderful night there, out there in the whole world of wrestling, wherever you guys are at, whatever you guys are doing. I got this little cheap webcam hooked up right now. I've got another one, but it's worse quality than this one is. But we're just gonna make it work. We're gonna be having a good night. We're gonna be doing some good stuff for you guys. So it is what it is. My home slice McFluffies, all of my McDoodle Poodle Woodles out there in the world. I got hit up on YouTube for music violations the other day for this game. And I had to fight with them and tell them, this is my copy. You could see me load it up. You could see me put it in. You could see me play it. And then they finally let the violations go through, let it roll that way. So, my phone is trying to play tricks on me here. All right, we're going to go back into universal mode. Now, if you remember, this game is extremely buggy. It likes to quit on us in universe mode. It also likes to quit on us in every other mode. And I know that they took down the servers here recently because they've got 2 new games for 3 games in a generation past here. But we're just going to be having some fun tonight. Let's look at tonight's show before we go forward. Let's see what matches we've got. Jerry the King versus Nightmare. I'm going to let that one slide. Oh, the meth billies, the meth addicts over there are going to be taking on Blank Man and the Black Light. Gandhi versus Disco. I'm going to let that one slide, dude. Jeffy is taking on Omar Stuff. Atlantis is going to be taking on Kang. Clowning Around is going to be in action with the Hollies and Sabu. I like tonight's show. I must have set this thing up. The Backstage Ripper is going to be taking on good old Ty. Prince Dorado is going to be taking on Psychosis. I think Psychosis was in another match. If he was, we can't have that. Just make sure. Nope, but he's good. All right, just making sure I'm not losing my mind here. And D'Lo and Paul Orndorff. Good God. Versus Ty and Gandhi. Now, Ty cannot be in another match here. That one's got to get edited. We just can't do that, guys. That's just not right. You gotta think about it like, if this was your show, would you want to double book somebody? Is that lazy booking? Is that horrible booking? What is it? You tell me what it is, because that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Ty is not doing double duty. Sorry, Ty, you're out of here, buddy. Ooh, Eric Bischoff would be a good spot there. The Hurricane? Who do you guys guys want in here? Come on, chat with me. Let's get it going. Let's see who we want. We got the Hurricane, Kevin Nash, NWO style, LA Knight, Logan Paul, Machine Gun Kelly, Master T, Omos, Rick Boggs, Rikishi, Rob Van Dam, Scott Hall, Six Pac. I mean, goodness gracious. The Undertaker 95, The Undertaker 98, The Undertaker WrestleMania 36, Vader, Wesley Yokozuna, the A-Kid, the British Bulldog, Cactus Jack. I mean, come on, man. Al Snow, Angry Jim, talk to me, guys. Who do you want in this match here tonight? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing wonderful. Ben Marshall, Big Ham. Big Ham has not been in any matches here recently. He would actually be a good fit here. The Blob. The Blob hasn't been in any matches in a long time. I think the Blob deserves a spot, guys. What do you think? Put it in the chat if you think the Blob deserves a spot in this Fatal 4-Way. We're going to adjust that a little bit, get that a little bit higher. I think we're going to confirm it. I think the Blob won. The Blob is in there, guys. Hello, Twitch Nation. Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody out there. All right. Check out our news first. Jeff Jarrett won the IWA European Championship the first week of June. Jerry the King Lawler won the hardcore title. Disco and Paul Orndorff became rivals all of a sudden. Disco probably would have been a great one to put on in that match. That great 4-way there. All right, we got some stuff going here. Let's check that last match out again, just in case. I think I'm going to have to do it. I think I'm going to have to put Disco in. I think Gandhi is going to lose his spot, and it's going to be Disco Inferno. Just to get the heat going on this, I think I'm just going to have to, guys. Sorry, Gandhi. We'll save you for our main event on another day. I downloaded all of these characters that you're seeing and created a few of them before the servers went down. Not sure if he is custom. Yes, he is. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Disco Inferno and Paul Orndorff are now in that Fatal 4-Way match together. It's always better when you got rivals. Jerry the King Lawler versus Nightmare. This needs to be a title match. I forgot about the Funk You World title that I created a couple months ago. It is going to be defended tonight. Yes, yes, yes. It's going down just like that, guys. Got the hardcore title on the line tonight. Nightmare defending against Jerry the King. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's bright, dude. Maybe a little too bright. You want me to turn that off? I can do that. Give me just a second.
Welcome everybody to the hottest wrestling program in the entire world. Welcome everybody.
Gonna grab a big goal. Everybody, welcome to IWA Kiss of Death. We are going to be going through this thing, man. The King of Memphis wrestling himself. You said that's worse? The lighting is worse. Okay, hold on. Let me reach back here. If I can reach up on a star. How about if we turn it like that? Is that better? A little bit better? All right, a little bit better. Let's go.
The following contest is a tables match. It is for the hard.
Uh-oh, it's about to lag out, I can tell.
Heavyweight Championship.
Thank you. I created the arena. Appreciate that.
Here comes the king.
It's the King. You know, I was never really fond of his gold stuff that he had.
Can you believe that Jerry Lawler has been competing in the ring for over 50 years? Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. The King has been a master in the ring and at the commentary table. And even after all those years, King still has tricks up his sleeve and under his crown. Maybe you can borrow his crown to cover that bald spot. What are you talking about, Corey?
He's got tricks everywhere, baby.
Still has more than you. That's debatable. Of championships won in Memphis before he joined WWE.
Gotta love the mask, man.
Gentlemen, huge title match coming up, and a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
It's IWA. None better than IWA, guys.
The champ certainly has his hands full here tonight, but he looks more than ready.
The crowd is rowdy here.
Here we go with the title on the line. The stakes in this match really couldn't be any higher. You can tell these superstars are ready to
Oh, right on his face.
hear the champion. They might be limping out of here if this match is even half as intense as I think it might be. Right across the larynx. Bad predicament right here. Nasty. Treading all over their opponent.
Actually, like the King in Blue, man. Whenever he wore his black and blue, he looked the best.
King fights back. He leaves the ring and there's no countouts in this one. Moves outside. What's the plan here? Under the ropes now. Back into the ring.
God, he's just taking it right to him, man.
Win the match, but it's one way to inflict a great deal of punishment on an opponent. It's a roundabout strategy, but it might work. Trying to find a way out. Trying to make it back to a vertical base. Does just that. Can he pry himself out? Yes. Oh, what a right. Yeah, that's some attitude behind it.
King with that table, going wild here, baby.
Being tentative can cost you big time. You must get the table, set it up, and make your move all within seconds. Out of the ring, what's his plan here?
He's got another one. Double dose of deadly right there in the center of the ring with them tables. Oh, right down, man.
This could be it. This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process. He needs to find an escape prop. Nice.
Oh, he's reversing it now. Wind it up. Holy crap. Another table. Set the ones you got up, buddy. Oh, Bulldog on the table. Looking for another one. He's looking for something else, but he's just getting tables. 1, 2, 3, and now 4. Oh, a pile driver. Can't win like that, though. You got to put him through a table, King.
He returns to the ring. He's doing some dangerous.
wins. He defends nicely. He got his butt handed to him, and he still threw the king through a table.
Here is your winner, and still hardcore World's Heavyweight Champion, Nightmare. Going through the table like that adds salt to the wound of losing. It's never fun to lose, but the added pain of going through a table.
Oh, the king is definitely going to be feeling that one. I created all the IWA belts that you'll see tonight. I also created the Terry Funk belt. Unfortunately, some of these did not get transferred over. Come on. It's trying to load, guys.
They are ready for a fight.
I hate their music, but the Methodites are back, baby!
Look who's here.
Justice League of Nations. Blink Man is here. Welcome to Kiss of Death. Yes, I did create the ring. Thank you guys for asking. Those of you that are on Facebook, appreciate that. I did create this ring. I did create the rail posting around it. Everything that you see, this whole arena. All the IWA stuff that you see, I did create.
Tag team action in store. There's a science to being a successful tag team. And Cole, I would know all about that. Hey, what about me? Corey excluded you for good reason, Byron. Now back to the action.
Oh, right there, right off the rope.
Escape in sight.
Upside down now.
He's got that boot up against his face.
Blacklight is in control here. You got to keep that tall, lanky Methodite away from the ropes. That is for sure, guys. You got to do it for sure.
He's feeling the effects of that last hit. Right now he's thinking one of two things, Cole. I need to get out of here, or I'm going to answer this call and pay him back.
He's definitely going to do both.
From the middle rope.
Oh, crap.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
That's a really good question. Blink Man is in control here.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw. Will this match end on a submission, on a tap out? In this much escape and a takedown. So much damage inflicted. Enough already.
Holy crap, Khan just has come back.
Will it be? He kicks out before the count starts. How did he do that? Firm control. Nasty kick to the face.
Oh, that was a nasty looking kick to the face, guys. Tag's coming in. Anomaly is here.
Look at this! Oh, he's getting a little battered now.
He's getting brutalized. Forget battered.
Here he goes for the win. He gets the kick out after the one. He's still got life in this matchup.
Hope you guys are having a good night. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much. It means the world to me that you guys are here. We're doing a little IWA tonight in the Universe mode. We're going through. We're going to complete this night of Universe before we end the stream tonight. And I just want to let you guys know that it's been a great night for the International Wrestling Alliance so far. We've had a successful defense of the Hardcore title tonight. And right now we got a great match going on between the Justice League of Nations, Blacklight and the Blank Man versus the Methanites, Anomaly and Khan out here. Oh, he's looking for something special here. Oh! Is it enough? Khan is stunned. Kick out, though. Tag is made. He is completely relentless, guys. Completely relentless right now. Oh, dropped him right there. Dropped him right down. Khan's got to make a tag, and he does. He makes it right there. Look at the power. Anomaly. Oh, my God. What type of a power bomb was that? Wow, man.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included. Definitely not where you want to be right now. Just carry them around out here.
Just threw him directly over. This dude is full of power here. Match could be won or lost on the outside right now, just depending on how he wants to fight this. The speed game of Blank Man here.
Gets the tag. Hoisted up on their shoulder.
Oh, snap.
Cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can. Dismantling the arm in the corner.
I don't know, man, to be honest with you. I think that this match here should have happened a couple weeks ago if I was not mistaken, but I put it off for some reason. Oh, yes. Anomaly didn't even try to help him break that up.
Here are your winners,
The Justice League of Nations.
Two great
Don't try this at home, guys. Gotta say that. Hey, welcome to the chat. Hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for coming into the stream. Appreciate you guys for being here. Oh, man. I didn't catch that earlier. Maybe it'll give Gandhi, light a fire under Gandhi's butt that he got taken out of that main event match and Disco Inferno got put in. I think I got to do it, though. I just believe I had to. Now, if Gandhi tears the crap up out of Disco Inferno and he doesn't win, I'm going to feel bad about putting him in the main event and taking Gandhi away from it. Gandhi riding a motorcycle. Come on. The guru of the beatdown, as we like to call him here. Everybody loves Gandhi.
Oh, yeah, I am pumped for this guy.
Now, he is the title holder, the Intercontinental Champion title holder. Such a good-looking belt, dude. This is not a title match. Disco Inferno here. Holding it down, baby. Oh, Gandhi's just coming out firing off hot. He's mad he got taken out of the main event. Oh, looky there, man. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing tonight? Hope you guys are having a wonderful night out there in the world of Twitch. We are just doing some IWA, catching up with what's... Holy crap, look at that beautiful moonsault there, that beautiful salt. He is all on it tonight. We're doing a little bit of IWA catching up here on what we missed the last couple weeks while we've been out of town. I'm just actually trying to get caught up, and hopefully I can tonight. Gonna finish this show out, and then we're gonna call it even for the night. All right, to the back, man. Gandhi wins in speed and fashion right there. Holy crap.
Here is your winner, Mars.
Gandhi deserves a title match after that. He beat him in under 2 minutes, flat. Just tore his butt up.
This was as one-sided as it gets.
I think he deserved to be in that main event tonight. Has the damage been done for Paul Orndorff now? Omar Stuff and Jeffy. Jeffy is a fan favorite of the IWA. Just waiting on it to load. Let's get it going. Whoever created Omar Stuff, I've got to give you credit, dude. The tights, the artwork on the tights, everything you did was awesome. Especially going for the Batman scene that you did there, the classic Batman stuff. That's awesome, dude. It's Jeffy! It's a freaking cape, dude. I can't get over the cape. Comes out with a cape. He is the IWA Light Heavyweight European Champion. Jeffy! Jeffy! They're all chanting his name, baby.
Sense the anger emanating from the competitor tonight. Eyes like a blazing fire. This is a man you don't want to be
Holy crap! Beautiful!
work of things here.
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
He has come out hot.
Extend your elbow. Nicely done with the head scissors. He's able to sidestep there. And he sends him into the corner. Stomping every single part of his body.
Oh, good splash there. Nice gut wrench. Omar Stuff has come back with vengeance here after Jeffy started hot.
He's definitely being the aggressor here. This is what he feeds off of. Right to the kidneys. Not where you want to be right now.
Absolutely not. Steered clear.
Oh, great backbreaker. Jeffy, nice reversal into a backbreaker there. But he gets caught. Jeffy is too far away. Too far away from that to even count.
Into a sleeper hold.
Look at him totally vibing with the WWE Universe right now.
Boom, what a forearm.
Right to the back. What's he gonna do? On the top.
Catches nothing but air. The springboard attack fails to land.
Jeffy needs a rollout here. The European champion is getting manhandled by Omar Stuff.
He can do it here. Kicks out at just one.
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to. Right to the back.
Just defenseless as the momentum is against him. He's got to boost up his levels of aggression at this point.
He's stunned. You can get him now if you pin him.
Watching for an opening.
To the midsection, hooked up.
Here it comes.
Can he shut the door on this one?
1, 2, 3.
He does. Omar Stuff gets a win over the European champion. Holy crap. Anything can happen in IWA, guys. Just interesting to see everything that's taken place so far in IWA tonight. We've had a lot of quick matches, but we've had a lot of good matches take place tonight right here. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you guys being here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night wherever you guys are at. I am your host, the elusive Arabbidb3aver. We are doing some IWA Universe mode in 2K22 right now. Do not have any of the newer games. I've kind of been putting this off because we've actually had a lot of travel going on, and we're actually going to be traveling later on today, if it's past midnight. We're going to be going to Livingston, Tennessee to see Arabbidb3aver Pro Wrestling and do some stuff for you there. You guys can catch us on Facebook at Joseph D. Hughes, or Joseph D.H., I should say. And you can check out all of our Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver stuff at Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver 132 at YouTube, or right here on Twitch. I put some of it on Twitch for you guys. You can go back and rewatch some of the episodes that we've had in the past from our live streams and stuff that's taken place within the past month. Rocky Shaw was on the show last night. Well, Thursday, because Friday has already passed, but Thursday night he was here. And also on Tuesday, we had an excellent show as well with Poga the Clown. Go check that stuff out. It's going to be excellent for you guys, for us, for everybody. Hope you all are having a great night. Like I said, wherever you guys are at, wherever you guys are catching this at, we want to be able to be memorable for you guys. And like I said, we're doing IWA tonight, and we have had an excellent show so far. The hardcore title was defended tonight, and it was actually retained by the champion himself. If you missed it, you can wait until this is over with. This broadcast is over with. You can go back and rewatch it. Be an excellent thing for you guys to do, each and every one of you guys, wherever you're at tonight. All right, let's get it on, baby. Without further ado, let's go! Holy crap, a spinning S5 there. Atlantis is starting off strong here. They aren't showing that side very much, but I've got my twitch.tv/Arabbidb3aver right there on the mat. If you downloaded this, then you can get that or delete that either way. But they took everything down from the universe side and from the download side. They shut all the servers off. This was actually the quickest game that they shut servers off for in the new era. And I really believe it's a travesty, 2K. I think that if you've got games out, you should keep the servers up as long as people want to play them, because we go back through and we play and we find stuff. Like this should be something that the servers should be on all the time for. I understand sports games change every year, but that's just my personal opinion on stuff. It really doesn't matter for a whole lot, but hey, here we are. This is where we're at. Holy crap, looky here. The count is still going on. They are working on a count out here. Great Hurricanrana there. Setting him up for something here.
He kicks out instantly. Doesn't go well if you still can't get more than a 1 count by now.
Oh, yes. Look at this. Got him in a torture rack. Got him in a freaking torture rack. Snake Eyes to the corner there at the turnbuckle. He's got him in another one. Get him up. You got to get him to his feet. thought he was going to go for another special, but I guess I was wrong. And Atlantis wins here.
This superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight. Much deserved, Michael.
Yeah, but I don't think his opponent is happy about losing here. I mean, it's got to be humiliating and embarrassed. He thought he was going to win this match.
Oh, I kind of did too.
Rivalry is very high between them now. Guys, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break while we're waiting on this next one to load, and I'll be right back. Kind of sucked into this honey hole over here in the corner, guys, if you haven't noticed. But we're having a good time here. Clowning around, baby. God, I miss Doink the Clown. I think he was probably the best character that that was in the WWE at the time that he was in. Unfortunately, he didn't get everything he needed out of it. Matt Bourne. Hardcore Holly.
Here we go, guys.
Sabu. They should have came out together. Crash Holly. Right, let's get it on, baby. Don't try this at home. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you guys being here. Oh, right to his face. Right down, baby. This is a free-for-all out here in the ring. There's action outside the ring. There's so much stuff going on, I can't keep up with it. Holy crap. Giggles and Bobo are just going crazy. Hardcore, oh my God, Bobo just about got hit with that freaking sledgehammer, but he is on top of it over here. Twist of fate. Sabu picks up that sledgehammer down. He's going to work on Doink. Clowning around's having a hard time here. Oh, man. Crash Holly just took him to school. Hardcore Holly on the inside. Oh, Bobo and Giggles are taking it to Sabu on the outside, and Crash Holly and Hardcore Holly are taking it to Giggles on the inside. I said Giggles on the outside, I meant Doink. It's hard, there's 3 clowns. How do you keep up with them? Dadgummit, he is stunned. Somebody's got to get in the ring and stop this. Giggles is getting the mess beat out of him inside. Sabu is having the mess beat out of him outside. It's a double team free-for-all. Look here, he's on the top. He's sizing up. He's sizing him up. He's sizing Giggles up. Bobo just threw freaking Sabu into that cage, baby. Finally, now they're double teaming on the outside. They broke through. What's happening on top? You can't tell. Sabu is on top with Bobo. There's a couple more climbing. Everybody's going to the top now. That was a monster kick out there by freaking Giggles. Sabu's getting the best of Bobo. And Crash Holly is taking it right down from Doink. Holy crap! Crash goes falling off of the cage. X Factor! Bobo's got an X Factor. Oh, but Bobo falls! Everybody is falling off the cage. Great DDT there by Doink. My God, there's so much action going on. Mic check there. He's giving him the fun house. Somebody's got to go through the roof here. Doink the Clown just got thrown completely off. Oh, man, the Alabama slam up there. My God, there's so much stuff going on. It's hard to keep up with here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he power drived him. He went to power drive Hardcore Holly, and he held on to the stinking thing. That's got to be seen again.
Here are your winners. Credit for an amazing victory here tonight.
Came out by the skin of their teeth, though.
In the win column, especially one like that.
Ty versus the Backstage Ripper. How are you guys doing tonight? Hope everybody out there in Twitch land is doing okay. Everybody who's out there following me, everybody who's out there in Facebook land, those of you on Streamlabs, those of you on Stream Elements, those of you on YouTube, those of you follow me on Pinterest, those of you that are out there on Daily Motion that are checking this good stuff out. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you guys are at. And I hope that you guys are having an awesome morning, an awesome night. Whatever's going on with you guys out there in the world, I hope it's doing good. We're reviewing some of our universe mode, the IWA. We're getting caught up right now on everything that's going to be happening through IWA. So you guys follow the International Wrestling Alliance right here on Twitch. WWE2K22 is where it's at. No. So the question's posed on Facebook, why haven't I upgraded to the new 2Ks? Well, for one, this game was so buggy it made me not want to buy another 2K game, just to be honest with you. And for two, the bugs that got fixed with this game, um, a lot of them had to do with universe mode like this, and a lot of it goes in and out as the game progresses and goes on. So just didn't like the idea of buying two more games that were going to be like this or another game that was going to be like this when this could have been fixed and prolonged. Also, I think what brought me back to the WWE game series was 2K12 originally, whenever they put it out, or WWE 12, whenever they put it out for the PlayStation 3. And that game actually has a lot more features that were available to it. Um, I'm not saying that the features that are on this game are terrible. They're not terrible. They're not. Absolutely 100% not. But there was a lot more that you could do in depth with storylines and in depth with creation as far as your ring, as far as adding stuff to it, taking stuff away from it. Making championships is something new that was to this game that I liked about this game. But there was a lot of stuff that didn't happen between those years of 12 and 22 that should have happened. So, and I invested a ton of money in it. I bought this game at $100 for the digital deluxe version, which was the NWO version. It came with all the members of the NWO, the Hurricane, a bunch of other people that were automatically unlocked, and I just bought them all at once, so I didn't have to deal with it. Now, looking back, I don't know if that was a mistake or if it was good for business, but hey, we're here. We're doing it. We're making it happen, guys. The Backstage Ripper here and Ty.
Opportunity to make big headway on the roster. Yeah, but he's staring at someone who's shown a lot of hustle to be in this spot. Whether he's studying tape or spending extra time at the PC, he expected this challenge and is ready for it. Oh no, an ankle breaker.
Deliver that ankle breaker with beauty, guys. Ty is trying to make some quick work here of the Backstage Ripper.
Making that shoulder a priority.
Trying to keep him as non-mobile as possible here. Seems to be his thing. Great question. No. So, I think 15 was one of my favorite games. 12 is my absolute favorite WWE game. I think 15 was one of my favorite games that came out for it. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 and 2008. 2008 was probably my all-time favorite. SmackDown Know Your Role and Here Comes the Pain are some of the greatest games ever made, but I think my most favorite WWE game of all time has to be WrestleMania 2000. Now, if we go WCW, I like World Tour and Revenge. I like both of those. I like Mayhem. I was probably one of the only ones who liked the Mayhem game. I took a big hiatus on WWE. After SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, I didn't buy another game until 12 came out. So I missed a lot of the SmackDown versus Raw. I missed a lot of that stuff. Now, I had some of that. I got some of those games later on for the Xbox later years in life, but I didn't have them up front. I do have Legends of Wrestling. I like the Legends of Wrestling okay. They're not the greatest games in the world, but I've got Legends of Wrestling 1 and 2 for PlayStation 2.
Belly suplex. He's fighting hard and it's paying off. Yeah, he's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're good. So
Submission locked in tight, nowhere to go.
so
There's no way he survives this.
so I think that Acclaim did a good job during that time period with the Legends of Wrestling in that era, but I don't think that they got renewed because the controls were a little bit harder than what they wanted, and THQ was actually dominating the market at the time, still dominating the market at the time that the Dreamcast was out and the Xbox was out, and same thing with the PlayStation 2. They were kind of taking over, but you know, during that period of time, SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, all that was out, all that was good. I mean, that was great games during that time period, and they were actually a lot more popular. Especially today, if you go back through and play some of those games today, now the graphics and stuff were outdated, but at the time they were top of the line for what was going on in the world of wrestling then. Great question, man. Great question. And Ty wins.
Here is your winner, Thompson Omar Page Parker. A statement victory by this guy tonight.
Definitely a cause for celebration. What an impressive victory.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So those of you that can't see on Twitch, Facebook has come in and started jib jabbing a little bit. And so I don't know if you guys can see it back here, but back here behind me, I have a list of games from PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, Wii, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, some GameCube games. I've got some DVDs and some Chinese replica, and then in the closet I've got an actual Xbox and some original Xbox games. Don't have any GameCube stuff yet, or sorry, not GameCube, Dreamcast. Don't have any Dreamcast stuff yet. Um, I wasn't really into the Dreamcast. I had a friend, well, one of my brother's friends had a Dreamcast, and it was good, man. At the time, I liked some of the stuff that went on with the Dreamcast, but I just wasn't into it. I've never really been into it as far as collecting. I think it's one of those systems that is very collectible if you can get it for the right price and you can get the games for the right price for it. It had a lot of games that were good games at the time, and it's actually one of the only non Nintendo systems to have some Nintendo games that were added over to that collection as well, which makes it extremely valuable just in the rights of holding the Dreamcast. But I currently don't have one. And you asked about the Royal Rumble game. Well, there's your answer. I don't have a Dreamcast. I don't have the Royal Rumble. I don't think that that would have been my favorite. I mean, I remember playing it. I remember playing that WWE game, and I can remember it vividly of by far being the worst one in that generation of consoles. You know, the Xbox, the PlayStation 2, that whole generation with the Dreamcast, that was the worst one for all of them. I mean, I have to. I'm not trying to crap on the Dreamcast. Don't get me wrong. I like I said, I just didn't own one. One of my friends, we would go over to his house and we would exchange. I'd play 64, or I'd play his Dreamcast and he'd play my 64, and vice versa. You know, we would just play back and forth back in the day on it. But to be honest with you, I think that the Dreamcast was better for arcade style games like Crazy Taxi, Real Bass Fishing, most of the Sega titles that were actual Sega titles. Shinome, you know, Shinomu, I'm sorry, Shinomu, not Shinome, Shinomu, Bushido Blade, stuff like that was just excellent for it. You know, they had some awesome games that were made directly for that. House of the Dead was a great game on the Dreamcast at the time that it came out. I remember the entire sports catalog, and that was really one of the biggest sellers during that time for the Dreamcast that came out. The entire 2K franchise was launched directly off of that, and we wouldn't have 2K games today just like this WWE game if it wasn't for the Dreamcast coming out. So I have to give credit where credit's due for Sega, for everything that's going on with Sega and everything that's happened with them at that point in time, or to currently to the point in time that we're at right now. Oh, nice drop kick. But I don't think that I think that they just made a lot of bad decisions. They were excellent at having everybody port their stuff in and make their stuff go through. And I'm actually I'm a huge fan of the Dreamcast, but I don't have one currently. So I've been looking to acquire one for about a year and a half, but I can't find one that I'm quite interested in. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on with them. They're using them as great emulation machines now and taking the disk drive out, the GD-ROMs. A lot of people are taking those GD-ROMs out because they're noisy, they're hard to maintain. Eventually, the laser goes out, so they're going to the SD format like you did with the Wii and the Wii U, and going to the SD format and putting games directly on the SD cards and letting them play that way and taking the GD-ROM out. I prefer the GD-ROM. I like to have original content. Now, a lot of people talk about disc rash and disc rage and stuff that's going on with those discs, but I prefer it, to be honest with you, because nobody can take it away from you. It can never corrupt. I mean, yeah, discs go bad. The disc crash will start happening, and disc decay starts happening at about year 20. So, some of the stuff that's out now for GameCube, for Xbox, for PlayStation, the original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, is just now starting to get to that disc crash and disc rage. And I've got some original PlayStation games over here that are pretty scratched up, but they'll play, man, on my PlayStation 3 just fine as long as I've got something going through. And that's another console is I got rid of my little Slim. I had a Slim, the last generation of PS1 that came out. I got rid of that a couple years ago because I bought some PlayStation 3s. I bought a whole grouping of PlayStation 3s and fixed them and sold them out. So I put some money into each one of them. I paid the Assurian to fix some of the power supply issues and some of the other issues just to get them fixed. I paid Assurian to do some of that for me whenever I got that bundle in. Some of the stuff that I couldn't do, now I can take them apart all day long, but knowing what pieces to put back in, that's a different story. I couldn't diagnose it myself. But I did thermal paste myself on a lot of my PlayStations and stuff that I had at the time. And that's how I keep some of my PlayStation 1 games alive and running whenever I play them. And that's actually something that I'm going to get back going into here in the future, is playing a lot more of my PlayStation 1 stuff through my PlayStation 3 and actually broadcasting it directly out on the Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver channels. And also like here, Arabbidb3aver at Twitch, Rumble, Facebook Live, all the stuff that's going on. Great conversation that you've started here just by getting into it. Now, I'm sorry that it took so long to build this conversation up. I've just been kind of watching what's been going on with IWA and trying to keep up with that. And I'm extremely happy. Like, we've got this Iron Man match going on between Prince Dorado and Psychosis right now, and it's turning out to be a really good one, guys. So, handheld consoles. So the question's been posed on Facebook about handheld consoles. I currently have zero. I don't have a PlayStation Portable. I don't have a Vita. I don't have a Game Boy or a Game Boy Advanced or a Game Boy Color. I don't have a DS or a DSi or a 3DS or 2DS or a DS Lite. I don't have anything. I don't have any of those that have come out. I don't have a Switch now. Switch is one of the newest consoles. I had a Wii U with the pad for a while, but I really don't consider that a gamepad, a gaming device, because that pad's battery was trash, and you had to be near the console to use the thing, to keep it up and to use it. So I really don't consider that to be a handheld console. But I got rid of my Wii U about a year and a half. No, about 2 years ago. I got rid of the Wii U. No. It's been longer than that. So I got divorced 2.5 years ago. It was right before the divorce, while we were still married, that I got rid of that. And that Wii U is an awesome console, though, an awesome system, but I don't have anything currently that you can put in your hand and hold. Now, I've had them. I've had lots of stuff. I had a Game Boy Color when I was younger, and that ended up getting lost in the shuffle somewhere. I don't know what happened with it. I didn't trade it. I didn't get rid of it. I had Donkey Kong Country for it whenever it first came out, and I also had some Pokemon games for it. Wish I still had those back now. Looking back, being just stupid with stuff. Just getting rid of stuff and being stupid while you're younger. Also had a PSP for a while. Now that one I let one of my friends borrow, and I never got it back. he actually moved away. Like within 3 weeks of me letting him borrow it, he moved away, and I never got it back. And I got in so much trouble for letting him borrow the PSP. And it was actually right at the very end of the PlayStation 2 cycle that I got it. Beginning of PlayStation 3 cycle is when it came out, or whenever I got mine, I should say. And I had a black version of it. I didn't have anything special, but I had some really nice games. Like I had NBA Live for it. I had it was a racing game. I want to say Ridge Racer, but I don't think it was Ridge Racer. I can't think of the game for it, but it was a racing game. Might have been Need for Speed. But I had a racing game for it. I had some other stuff, and it was fair. I mean, it was fairly decent. I liked it. I liked the UMDs, and they're becoming so collectible now. Like there's so much money and so much collect. There's so much collectability for the PSP now that it's ridiculous. But the problem with them is those LCDs. They didn't vent it properly, and those LCDs would burn up and they would start to crack over time if you played too much on them, or the LCDs would just eventually go out. They had bad solder points and bad solder joints in them. Um, but it was something. It was definitely a sight to see whenever it was out. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed having it. Enjoyed using it. I loved the little stick on the one side and the buttons on the other. That was really a class act for that. Now I didn't link mine up to my PlayStation 3 whenever I got my PlayStation 3. Um, and to be honest with you, I think the charger port went out on it too after a short period of time. And I actually had to send it to Sony maybe a month or two after I got it, because the charger port just went completely out and it wouldn't charge at all. So, but that was rare. I've been told that was rare for that period of time of stuff that was going on. But yeah, to answer your question, no, I currently don't have any handheld stuff. But I do have memories of having handheld stuff, and I have had handheld stuff in the past. Um, some of the stuff is really expensive. Like you can go on eBay and you can find stuff for, between 50 and 900 bucks, depending on what you want to pay for it, what you want to use, what you're going to use it for. I actually found a PSP a couple weeks ago in a Goodwill here in my town that I'm at. I'm in Tennessee. I'm in one of the southern cities besides Chattanooga, and I actually caught one at one of the Goodwills here locally, and they were asking about $45 for it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. And it was on the shelf. It was in the back on the shelf, but I couldn't get it to turn on, so I couldn't diagnose it if the power supply is bad on it or if it's just dead. It didn't have a power cord with it, so I just didn't buy it. I just didn't take the chance on it. But I probably should have, to be honest with you. And then we've got a bunch of secondhand game stores and also a lot of game cons and stuff that come through this area. And I don't go much to the game cons and stuff, but I do like going to the secondhand stores. One of my favorite stores is actually in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's in Nashville, it's in Knoxville, it's in Charlotte. It's called McKay's. They have a lot of stuff secondhand, and they case a lot of stuff, and they have a lot of good games. That each store is different on how they hold it. And most of the stuff that you can get out there is awesome. I mean, just awesome games, no matter what. There's a place in Cookeville, Tennessee. Well, they're all over too. They're all over the United States. But the one that I went to a lot in Cookeville was called Game Exchange. And I really like Game Exchange. Like, I love Game Exchange. I love their deals. I love how they put stuff out. I love how they center stuff. It's just a great experience if you ever get a chance to go to a Game Exchange. I highly recommend Game Exchange for you guys out there. And they have all that stuff too. I mean, it's like an old electronics boutique. If you remember them before GameStop bought them, it's just like an old electronics boutique. Man, they had all the games, all the gaming systems, everything. They would do trade-ins for you. They would do money for you, and they still do it. If you want to trade your stuff in, or you want to sell your stuff, they're gonna give you the opportunity to do that at a game exchange. I don't think they've got an. I know they have a website, but I don't think they've got an online store currently. Wow. Yeah, so online buying, this is a question on Facebook too, guys. So somebody has posed the question of online buying, like companies that I trust online because there's a lot of hearsay and negative stuff. First and foremost, GameStop is actually really reputable with their games that they're going through. Their consoles, it's hit or miss. I mean, it really just depends on who had it before you and how they treated it. Now, all their stuff supposedly is certified pre-owned and has a warranty. It's GameStop, certified on it, but I don't really trust their systems as much because you don't know who had it before you. You don't know what damage has been done. And there's very limited warranty on that stuff. Some of it's like 11 days or 14 days. And if it makes it to day 15, you're just screwed, and you've already spent the money, you're out the money on it. So, I mean, but with that being said, everywhere that you go, like if I go to McKay's, McKay sells them too. There's a 30-day warranty, same as cash on them at McKay's. So you at least have a little bit more time getting a console, using a console, and stuff like that with it. Um, but as far as games go, GameStop is actually really reputable for the games that you're looking for. Your retro games, your Xbox, PlayStation, PSP, all of it. It's really reputable to do that. And they're normally in really good shape when you buy them used. GameStop will send most of their games off to be refurbished and to be cleaned properly and to be resurfaced. So a lot of times when I bought from GameStop, if it's something that's been online, if it's complete in box, most of the time it's been resurfaced. Um, there's been some hit and miss stuff there and that's on disc if I'm buying a disc. If I'm buying like stuff for my N64 and stuff, it's just hit or miss as far as that stuff goes. DK Oldies, I've ordered from them a couple times. I'm not extremely impressed with DK Oldies, just to be honest with you. Um, they just get it in, they'll wipe the case down. Sometimes they resurface the disc, sometimes they don't. It depends on who's looking at it the day that it comes in, to be honest with you, if you're buying discs from them. Now, I've never bought N64 or Nintendo cartridges from them, so I can't tell you what they do to the Nintendo cartridges. I can only speak on the discs that I bought from them. I bought Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Sega Saturn. I've bought Dreamcast in the past from them, but I've never had a good experience with them as far as their disc goes. A lot of times their discs don't play well, so I just don't do it. I just don't buy from DK Oldies. Lukey Games, I've had a really good, I even have a really good return experience with Lukey. So a couple of years ago when I had my Wii U, I bought Black Ops 2 for it, for the Wii U. I got the game, I got it in case, complete in box, and the game was a bad burn. It would not play. It would go to the loading screen and then it would not play at all. Contacted them directly. They told me to send the game back. They'd send me another one. They sent me a prepackaged shipping label to send it to them. I shipped it to them, and within 4 days of them receiving it, I received my game back. Lukey had an excellent return policy, had excellent customer service. Their disc has always been good. That was the only disc I've ever had a problem with from them and actually had to talk to them about it. With DK Oldies, I've had several customer complaints. They're friendly, but I've had several complaints, and they just don't, you know, they don't hold up to the standard, I would say. Now there is another place that I go through whenever I do like my game reviews and my pricing reviews. Um, it's called eStarland. I would highly, highly recommend eStarland. One of my favorite places to buy from. eStarland.com, if you don't know, has excellent pricing, has excellent games, and you get to choose the condition that you want it in. If you want it loose, the game by itself, the disc by itself. If you want it new in box or complete in box, they got both of those. Or if you just need a manual or however you need, they've got you covered for all that. All right, the last match of the night. I need to use the restroom again. I'll be right back, guys, but I promise I'll be right back. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So let me get back into East Starland. So East Starland, excellent place to buy from. I've never had a bad game come for them. If I bought something complete in box or new in box, they would actually resurface the disc and seal it for me before they sent it to me. So that's a big deal to me because I want to get the most life and the most use out of the games that I've got, even if I only play them one time every 4 to 5 months. Like, I still want to get the most usage out of them. I bought a huge load of PlayStation 2 games a couple months ago from them. Huge load. So I probably got at least 25 that I bought from them just about a month ago. And I went through and did a review on about 10 of them from the first order that I got from them and showed you the game, showed everything, did it right here on the Twitch channel, also did it on my YouTube channel. That's Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb, Arabbid, number ABBID 3AV132 is where you can find that at on YouTube. That's where you can go back, or you can try to find it on my Facebook page, but it's way, way back a couple months ago. You're going to be looking forever for that bad boy. The revolting blob is here, baby. So it's just up to you guys. I mean, buying stuff used is kind of a risk anyway. Now, I do pawn shopping too. I go to all the pawn shops and I try to eat up what they've got that's on sale. Some of them are just not realistic about their pricing, what they're wanting, because they've traded it in. Like, somebody has traded a game in for 50, 60, 70 bucks, or they've traded it for 20 bucks or 30 bucks, and it's only worth like 5 or 6 bucks. And it's just not worth it. It's not feasible to go through and try to find those games and buy them. But I do have some luck. You know, PlayStation 3 are some of the best games. The Blu-ray DVDs are supposedly unscratchable. The ray and the laser doesn't get as hot on those discs, so it doesn't scratch them up as much. So you don't have a lot of damage or resurfacing that needs to be done to the PlayStation 3 disc. PlayStation 4 is the same way. It's ran off the Blu-ray. Same thing with Xbox One, ran off the Blu-ray. You don't have to do a lot with that. The Xbox 360 disc, you really have to look at the DVDs and HD DVD disc really take a toll on them over time. So you have to watch them, make sure that they're not like super scratched up. Same thing with the original Xbox. There's a lot of original Xbox games that I get at Pawn Shop that I have to spend the $3 to resurface them. So I have to make sure it's going to be profitable to me if I try to resell those games in order to get those games. Some of them, yes, some of them, no. Sometimes I just take a gamble on stuff and pick stuff up, and then at a later date I'll use it or sell it depending on what I want to do with it. But I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. I actually probably have about 15 to 20 games for the original Xbox that need to be resurfaced right now that I picked up at a pawn shop a couple weeks ago, and I haven't done it yet. Money is a little bit tight right now, so we're just trying to hold off until we get into a better spot. That's why I'm selling merch just like this. So if you go to www.streamlabs.com/Arabbidbeaver, that's ARABBID, the number 3AVER, /merch, you can catch some of the Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver merch, the Arabbidb3aver pizza merch. You can catch out my Camel Toe Adventures page on TikTok. You can check all that stuff out. Or you can definitely get this Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver merch. I also have some of the Night Owl stuff, so if you guys that are staying up with me late at night viewing this stuff, I've got merch for you right there on my Streamlabs page, ready for you guys to go. So check it out right there, pick that stuff up. Let's have a good time, let's play, let's have some fun, and we'll get back into this. Good questions, guys, good questions. Where the puppies at tonight? They've been bad puppies tonight. So for those of you that don't watch me on a regular basis, I have three dogs. Dexter is my oldest dog. He's normally the one that, when I'm offline, you'll see him on the back side of my banner. I got him here for those of you that are following me on Twitch. The rest of you, I've got my gaming banner up, but Dexter is my oldest dog, and he's at my parents' house because we adopted two Beagle mix hound mixes, and they're girls and they are in heat, and I don't have the money to get them fixed yet, so I can't have him over here while they're in heat. So the two girls were bad tonight, and when they've been bad, they go to the cage. So they've been in the cage for a little bit, but I'm gonna let them out. As soon as we're over with here, I'm going to let them out. We're going to go outside, use the restroom, and then we're going to bed. And they actually sleep with us. They sleep with me. But I let them know when they're in trouble by putting them in the cage. That's the only way I can get them to understand that stuff is wrong. So, and what happened earlier is we left for a little bit, maybe 10 minutes from the house. We went and got something to drink, came right back home, and they had used the restroom on the floor inside the house. So we cleaned it up, and right before I started broadcasting, I put them inside the cage. They're sleeping right now, so I'm not going to bother them until I'm over with this, and then I'm going to get them out, and we're going to go outside, use the restroom one more time, and then we're all going to go to bed. So Dolly looks like a hound dog. Like, she looks just like a hound dog. And Oreo looks more like the black and white beagle. She's got the black, white, and brown, and she's more aggressive. She doesn't like people. You know, she barks at everything. She barks at the wind. But she's more of the aggressor, but she's more of the protector, whereas Dolly is just a lover. And Dexter's a protector. Dexter is a German Shepherd Beagle mix, and he actually got the coat of the Shepherd, but the body of the Beagle. And so it's fun to see. Thank you for asking about the puppies. Oh, snap. He's trying to take advantage right there. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing? Little IWA, this is the last match of the night for the Kiss of Death series here. The Revolting Blob and Disco Inferno versus Paul Orndorff and D'Lo Brown, baby. The Blob is in control, babe. Um... No, I took them out before I left. Sorry, I just saw your message. I took them out before I left. Disco wins! He wins when it mattered.
Here is your
Lost earlier tonight against Gandhi.
Make this easy.
Trying to get it to save and move forward. Gandhi deserves a false count anywhere or something for this. Let's give him a false count anywhere. Ah, didn't make it for the title though. Let's make it for the title whenever it comes back up. Let's set this up. Let's have a backstage brawl between those two. That rivalry's been brewing for a hot minute. He's going to defend the European Championship in a three-way match because he's lost twice, both to Jeff Jarrett and also to Marcus Albano. So we might have a new champion coming up in the next couple days on here. Now, I'm setting this up. I'm trying to give you guys the best quality matches possible that I can think of. Now, I'm looking forward to doing this for you guys. Now, I got to find out who my tag team champions are because they've got to defend at some point in time today. I'm going to have to do that. Let's save it for now. Let's check out my champions. Interesting. They're vacant. We need to have a title match then. Oh, you've got to defend, Sean. Sean, you've got to defend today. Barrett, you've got to defend. We've got to get it going, guys. We've got to get this, down to where we got it. So Barrett's got to defend, and we've got to have a tag team match for the tag titles out here. So Barrett is defending against Sean, but I don't think I want to do that. Maybe we should do title versus title. Maybe that would be interesting. Let me get out of that for just a second. Barrett's got to defend, or Sean has to defend. I can't have them face each other and defend, even though it'd be good. It'd be champion versus champion. Could actually set up a good rivalry if we did that, but I don't think I want to do that. I actually think I want to do the right thing. So we need to have a tag team championship match for the titles. I'm gonna have to do that there. I like Raven and Big Cactus versus Ham and Dude Love. I like that, but I also like the anomaly here in the 2-on-2 tag team with some people in the background there. That gives the option for cheating. This is going to be a night of champions is what we're going to call this. Shane Douglas and Marcus Albano. Let's just change the fatal four-way here at the beginning. Let's just get rid of it. Boom. We're going to customize the match and change the participants. We're going to have a ladder tag match here. The IWA Tag Team Champions are going to be on the championship is going to be on the line, but I've got to change the competitors here. So I'm really interested to see how we're going to start this match out. We're going to do it in a ladder tag here. We're going to change the participants. Who deserves a tag shot, guys? Who deserves it? Clowning around always deserves it as a three-piece. He wore a tire number 2 last week. We're going to put him in a tire number 1. All right, who's clowning around going to be facing? I mean, we got to figure this out together, guys. Hey, how you doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful night out there. We're doing some IWM, setting some matches up for next week. As soon as we get done here, we will be going to bed. I'm just trying to get this all set up for next week's version of IWA coming out there. The International Wrestling Alliance coming to you guys. I'm just trying to figure out. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I'm just trying to figure out who to put in this match. I'm trying to think of what would be the best bet to put in this match to have something go. Now we know that Bobo and Sabu have had some problems in the past here, so we're gonna make that one come back. Let's do Sabu and Crash Holly. They had a great match last time. Let's keep it for the tag titles. All right, let's keep that there. Let's save our progress so it doesn't go bad on us. Then we'll get back into it and look at. Now, I told you Barrett Kendrick's got to defend tonight, and so does Sean, so I'm going to have to change some stuff up to make that happen. Save it first. Didn't realize our tag titles were vacant. I forgot that they had to relinquish the titles. So this is going to be something interesting to see here as we move forward. Let's move on over here. There's a lot of tag matches tonight. That's not going to happen. All right, Sean, you're going to have to go away. That is going to be an interesting match. Let's give him a manager. Robert Roode and Robbie the Brain Heenan would actually be a very, very interesting match here. This is going to be a title match. Kendrick is going to have to defend that TV title tonight. Just going to have to happen. It's just how it's going to have to be. Let's save it real quick. Now, if you don't know why I'm saving all these matches like this before I'm going back, is because this game is so buggy, it will destroy everything that you create if you don't save it. And it will restart itself at random. So we're going to make this a fatal four-way. Come on, Sean, where you at? We're going to make it a title match. You're going to have to make this into a title match, I guess. Well, maybe not, because it's backstage brawl. Sabu is going to have to go. The hot rod, baby. Let me save this real quick. My phone is going off like crazy. It keeps buzzing, it keeps going off, it keeps having some fun. Boom, that's going to be saved for next week. Check out our news here. Al Snow has won the IWA HC belt June. Let's do the latest. IWA World Tag Team Championships. That's not true because I just put them in an IWA. Gandhi has won the IC title. That is not true. None of this is true. Disco and Jeffy are starting a rivalry? All right, well, at least we got that up to date. For some reason, I just didn't think that we did. So that's going to conclude our show for today, guys. Thank you guys for coming in and being here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for asking questions, those of you that came in on the Facebook live chat. Also, those of you that were out there on YouTube watching this, that are going to be watching this at a later day. Appreciate you guys as well. Those of you that were viewing it on Rumble, thank you guys very much for you all viewing it on Rumble and being there. Those of you right here on home channel, the Twitch, those of you on Streamlabs, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Each and every time you come out to support their Arabbidb3aver channel, Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver 132 on YouTube. Those of you that are out there on Facebook at Joseph DH is how you find me there. Those of you that are at Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver and follow me on Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver, thank you guys for coming out and being there for us. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. And remember, until the next time we meet, you heard it here first, and y'all have fun, and y'all be good and be great gamers and have a lot of good times. Make memories, make them blast, make stuff happen for you. Appreciate you guys. You guys are the bombdiggity.com. And I'll see you next time that you're right here on Nerdy Gaming with Arabbidb3aver. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.